Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For today, we are doing part 2 of our new Chanel Les Beiges cool toned palette here, the Chanel Les Beiges Winter Glow. I tried this last week. It was not very successful, but I'm willing to give it another try, another chance, and hopefully this time it ends up being more cool toned, more purple, less warm rabbit eye pink. That's my goal. Anyway, before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. To recap, I did not like the palette, but we're going to try it again. And today, I think I'm going to focus on this light one here. This is supposed to be the purple. I don't know what happens on my flesh, on my skin tone, but this turns warm and pink. Last time, I used, I believe, this color here and this, and it turned really muddy and warm, and I did not like it. I also used this one a little bit, and I liked this one. It's very blue based. It's very cool, but it's a topper color, and there's a lot of fallout. So I'm going to try to do this and this, hopefully, and I may have to go back into that one just to summon some cool. I wore this beautiful lilac sweatshirt to just like, I don't know, this is the goal. It's not going to work, obviously, but you know, I wore this to inspire the palette to go towards the cool. It's from Uniqlo. Whenever I wear it, people ask me where it's from. It's from Uniqlo. I'll provide you a link, but I think this color in particular is sold out, but anyway, there may be other ones. So everything that I'm wearing, everything that I'm mentioning, the brushes, the makeup is listed in the description box down below. Let's start off with this light color here. And I'm going to just sweep this lightly on the lid. This is just going to be a light transition color. Doesn't really have much color to it. It's really just sort of going down as a base here. Now using the opposite end of this brush, going into this side here, and let's go into this. So when you look at it in the palette, it almost looks like it's going to be a deep plum, but I'm a bit concerned. I'm just going to pack it. Maybe that'll help. And I did knock off a little bit on a tissue, but I'll just go in directly here just to see if there's fallout. I can always fix that in a second. Okay, so far it is staying plummy. Okay, so far I think this does look accurate to the palette here. It hasn't warmed up, it hasn't gotten muddy, but we're going to try to blend. So I'm going to use, this is a Refer 13 Mini, and I'm just going to blend this out a little bit here. I think I'll use that first light color from before. I dipped back into that darker color, the one on the lid, just to try to bring it up a little bit higher because my eyes are hooded. So if I don't bring it up into the crease here, you don't see it as much. This is the first brush that I used. It's clean, there's nothing on it. I'm just blending this out. It's interesting because like, all I did was use this, and it's much better than the first look, to my taste anyway, but it is blending out differently than I would expect. I swear there's almost like a hint of that cranberry underneath, like as I'm blending it out. Like it's nowhere near as bad as the first look, that's for sure, but there's something in this like deep dark plum that has a little bit of pink, just a little bit. Now taking the definer smudger brush, I'm going to use the little pencil side here, and I'm going into the dark plum, just going to use it basically as eyeliner on the bottom here. I'm adding a little bit more of that dark plum here because I swear it faded just a little bit. It could be that I just picked it up on the lid when I was blending out the crease here, but I just want this to pop a little bit more. Now going into the topper shade here, I'm just going to use a finger and I'm going to press it on the lid. Last time I used a brush and I wet it and it got really intense, but it just did not work with the other eyeshadows that I was wearing. And there was a lot of fallout from this color here. I'm seeing some fallout from the darkest color. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to add a little bit of liner and mascara, and I'll be back in a moment. All right, that's done. Let's move on to the face. I'm going to use my Frosty White Les Beiges primer here. So I saw that this has been restocked in all 3 shades. Unsure if they will still be restocked by the time I upload the video, but I did see that. And a lot of you have asked me what the difference is between this one and the base La Base here. Let me show you. So La Base Illuminatrice, this one here is much thicker. Like, look at this. This doesn't move. It's really like plop, like a thick moisturizer. That's what the texture is like. Whereas, and this one has a sort of slight pinky pearlescent shift, whereas the new Les Beiges primer, this is limited edition. I don't know why, but it is. And it comes in 3 shades. However, the shades are very malleable and negotiable. So if you're not sure, if you're in between shades, it's really not that big of a deal. This one here is more runny and much more fluid. So this here, the base, the original one here, is thicker. There is a little bit of a shift, but you can blend it out. I just, have a big swatch here. Whereas this one here, the Les Beiges, is fluid. It's milky in texture. So it just absorbs into the skin a bit quicker, I find. I find that both of them are moisturizing. However, the base is meant to be more plumping. It's more if you have fine lines, wrinkles, it's going to sort of fill that in. Yeah, that's what I've noticed the most. I like both, but honestly, I've been using this one more, the new Les Beiges. I think I like the texture more. It's more fluid, it's more runny. I do wear a lot of layers of skincare, sunscreen, all that jazz. So I think I prefer the more fluid, runny texture. Sadly, it is limited edition, but if you can get your hands on it, I would recommend it. Let's go ahead and apply this base here. So it looks very white and opaque right away. However, once you blend, there is a little bit of a pearlescent shift, but it's light. It doesn't leave a white cast. A few of you have asked me, I'm this shade, I'm in between, if I should get this one or that one. There is a tint, but like I said, it's very malleable. So it's not like a foundation, don't worry. Then for the foundation, I'll go into my Les Beiges foundation here. This is the shade B30. It's the Healthy Glow Hydration Longwear Foundation. It's super cold here, so I need all the extra hydration I can get, which is why why I'm drinking a hot latte instead of an iced coffee, because I woke up this morning and I said, even for me, it's a bit much to have an iced coffee today. So I'm just using this, and this is my Touch Up face brush. It's one of my favorites to use. I'm just going to blend this out. For the concealer, I might switch things up and go into my Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. I'm using the shade 5.5, just a touch. Did you see that Guerlain is launching a new concealer? I'm really excited. It's part of the terracotta line. You know how they have the terracotta foundations? They're launching a new concealer. I'm not sure when it's going to be out, but soonish, hopefully. Now for the blush, I'm going into my new Les Beiges Healthy Glow blush. This is the Rose Polaire, so the Polar Rose. I really like this. I know a few of you commented that you were disappointed with this one. I don't mind that it's buildable. It's softer, which makes sense because it's part of Les Beiges. It's just that we have had blushes in the past from the brand that were very intense right away, so I get that. But I like the color. I like the slight shift. Someone was asking if it has, I think it's a little bit warmer shift in this one here, in the rose one. I think it's very pretty, but I understand if you were expecting it to be like one of the ones in the past that was like half blush, half highlighter. I get that, but I think it's still really nice. For the lips, I want something a bit lighter because this look is a little bit darker than I expected. I'm going into my Rouge Coco Flash in 82 Live or Live, one of my classic favorites. To complete the look, I need to go into a fragrance, but I think I'm going to go into one of my new Chance scented hand creams. I think this would be really nice. And today I think I'll use the Chance Eau Tendre. I think that'll be nice with the look here. The hand cream is pretty runny. I have to admit that I did not buy this thinking it would be the richest hand cream available. I bought it because it smells amazing. It smells exactly like the perfumes. It smells so good. And it does last a while, the scent. Okay, so what do I think? I definitely hate this look significantly less than the first one, but I would not buy this palette for this look alone. It's fine. Like, it's not terrible. I like it a lot more, definitely. But I don't know, like, it's fine. That's really it. I swear, as soon as you start to blend it up a little bit, something goes warm. I don't know what it is. Like, down here, it's better. And I did put that top coat, like the bluish one on top, and it's better. But I don't know what it is about this palette. I know it says it's cool toned. It isn't. It's really weird because I did get a few comments from people saying that it's like their favorite palette on them. It works like a dream. It's super cool toned on them. For me, it's really not. I don't know. Everything just turns, not everything, but it has a very strong tendency to go towards the muddy, the warm, the pink. I still would not recommend this palette to you at all. If you like warm pinks, buy it. If you want anything else, do not do that. So yeah, that's the video. I thought I would give it another try, see a different look. I think this is much more wearable for me, but yeah, don't buy the palette. It is not Ally approved. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Please make sure you are subscribed to my channel because I give a lot of reviews, a lot of beauty news, a lot of tutorials. I like to mix and match old and new collections, so you'll get a lot of inspiration on how to use up your products at home. And that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.